Hey everyone, the holiday seasons are upon us, and a lot of people are starting to get new consoles for Christmas and Hanukkah, either the Xbox or the PlayStation 5. Today we're going to take a look at one of those chargers, the Universal Xbox Pro charging stand from Controller Gear, and try to answer, is this the best one out there? Let's go ahead and unwrap this and find out. That's the only two adhesives that are on it. Okay, after we cut those two adhesives off, we'll be able to open the box. As we can see, this is the cover for the Xbox Series X and S controllers. They just kind of put that on top there. Particularly, I think that's because this has been manufactured for previous editions, so they just probably figured a way to tuck that in the box without changing too much in the manufacturing process. Here we have the actual power station itself. And we see inside the box we have the old school cover, the battery, and the charger, as well as the instructions. Go ahead and pull the instructions out here. Pretty brief, little user manual. Connect the power cable, place the batteries, attach the included battery cover, place on the charge stand. Most that's pretty self-explanatory. Pull these last two pieces of plastic out. Here we have the original cover for the controller, the battery, and the charging cord. Cord on that's about 6 feet long. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that into a wall, and I'll easily be able to reach over here to my desk and plug it in. One thing that's different from some of the controller chargers we've looked at here recently is that this does not take advantage of USB. So there isn't a way to plug this in to your console itself and use that to charge. There is a light right here to indicate whether or not the controller is being charged. So we'll go ahead and open up the controller. It is labeled, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a plus and a minus here on the battery to indicate where it should be hooked up to on the controller, and it just sits right down in there. Don't want to put the old cover back on it. Go ahead, put that new one, clips right in. Sits nice and flush, looks pretty good. Set it down on the mount, makes contact. See it on there pretty good. I mean, it's getting jostled and bumped, and it's not really falling off. I mean, obviously you can hit it and it will come off, and the light is lit up indicating that it is charging. Go ahead and get a close-up on there. You can see the color match is pretty good. Got the 3 prongs there that make contact with the battery back here. Nice opening. You're not really gonna touch that with your hand while you're playing, so you don't have to really worry too much about incidental contact with the battery contacts. It looks very nice. There's a anti-slip material on the bottom here, so you don't really, granted it's sitting on a mouse pad as well, but don't really have to worry too much about this getting knocked off. It's got a decent weight to it. It doesn't feel flimsy, it feels nice. It's not like particularly heavy, but it feels like it has some heft to it, like it had some nice engineering behind it, and it wasn't used and made of cheap materials. At the beginning of this video, I asked, is this the best charger? Aesthetically, it just might be. With all the color options to match your current Xbox Series X and S controllers, as well as power stations to match the previous generation controllers, including the Zest Orange, which frankly looks amazing, this wouldn't look too out of place sitting on your end table in any living room. However, if price is your driving factor, this charger may not be the way to go. It's priced anywhere from $30 to $35 US on the internet, and it only services a single controller. So if you're a budget-minded consumer, like a lot of us are these days, this may not be the way to go, especially if you have 2 controllers. Finally, the battery life on this one only reports to have 12 hours life per charge, whereas systems like PowerA report they have about 20. So if you're in it to get something that looks nice and doesn't have a lot of LEDs, the Controller Gear Universal Xbox Pro charging stand just might be for you. But if cost and battery life are your driving motivators, then sorry Mario, your princess is in another castle. That does it for today, folks. Thanks for watching, and remember that if you enjoyed this video, to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see all of my unwraps. Have a great day.
Okay. Can I unwrap it too?
We'll see, sweetie. We'll see.